Welcome to another episode of Kalaripayattu. Today I'm going to show you the second wield form. The wield was the sword and shield wielding. It's a solo form which wields the sword and shield. Okay, better you first watch the previous two videos in which I've explained how the first form works, because today is the follow-up, the second form. And this form that looks very much like the first form, and there are some parts which are added to it. So I first going to repeat the form which I did in the previous video, then I'm going to show you what to add to make it the second form. Okay, if you remember, standing in the starting position like this, I'm going to step left, sword and shield up, down, like this, in the elephant position. Then from this you go in the guard, like this. It's the guard position. Okay? From the guard position you cut diagonally from right to left, from left to right, down. Okay. From this position we are going to give a cut to the legs of the opponent. While I'm cutting, I'm going to protect myself with the shield. So I'm going to step forward in the lying position, keep my shield up, cut the legs of the opponent. After I've done this cutting, I'm going to turn myself, my sword, and give a cut from down to up in the vertical position, like this. So it goes like this, 1, 2. Then I draw the sword back to my neck, and I give a cut from, again in the horizontal, in the vertical position, from up to down, like this. 1. Then I'm going to stab the opponent, like this. And remember, as I told you in the previous movies, this is not the right sword for it, because you cannot really, as you can see, the stabbing is a little bit difficult with this one. Okay, now I'm going to defend against his attack, because he's also going to stab me, and do that in this way. From this position, again I give a cut vertically up, from down to up, like this. I'm going to do this around the head, like this, cut the abdominal, like this, and then I'm going to wield the sword and shield together around my head. It's a defense technique. Then I come back in this position, I keep my sword like this, in this way, and I press it into the body of the opponent. Then I'm going to draw my sword up, like this. Okay. Now, I'm going to draw my sword back into my neck, give a diagonal cut from right up to left down, 1, and from left up to right down, like this. From this, I'm going to wield the sword around my neck. All the cuts horizontally, they are done with the wielding around the neck. So, and I'm going to turn around, actually 270 degrees, and it gives a horizontal cut like this. From this position I'm going to draw back my sword in my neck and give the opponent a cut from up to down in the vertical way. 1, and then I'm going to stab him again. 2. Okay, as you remember, the form repeats itself on the way back. So you go back on this way and you end up there. Now, I'm going to add one small piece of form to it, to this sequence, and that makes it that it will become the second form. So I put this a little bit back in its place, and I'm going to explain you only with the sword. So we step like this around, we took the shield, the sword around it like this, 2 cuts. Then, in this position, I was going like this. I gave the cut like this, in 270 degrees. Okay, but instead of making the full cut, like this, I'm going to pull the sword around my neck, like this, in the neck, like this. So, I come from here, I'm going to pull it around my neck, and I turn around completely, and I bring the sword in front of my face, and I go around, actually around the front of my neck, like this, this, and I stab. So, to do it a little bit more one by one. So I got the cut here, I go around like this, around, so at the back, around. Then if I reach the other shoulder, means the left shoulder, I'm going to pull the sword down like this, and then it's going to wield it in front of my face, like this. Then, when it reaches the right shoulder, again, I'm going to pull it upside down and go around my neck. Well, that's it. Okay, how is that with the shield? So, I was going here, giving a pull, it going like this. You keep the shield close to your body, and you whirl actually the sword around your neck. Stab. Again, so you reach here, wheel the sword around your neck, and give a cut. No, and give a stab here, like this. So in the form, it looks like this. So we got this one, left diagonal, right diagonal, and then I'm going to give a horizontal cut normally, but instead of giving a horizontal cut, I'm wielding the sword around my neck, and then I stab. So in the first form, there was a horizontal cut, bring it to the neck, vertical cut, stab, and this, you turn around like this, you don't give a full cut in the horizontal plane, no, instead you're going to move the sword around your neck and then immediately stab your opponent, like this. So, how does that look like in the form itself? It goes like this. So, we were in the guard position, diagonal cut, okay? Then, I protect myself with the shield from his attack, from his opponent's attack, and I cut at the same time his legs, like this. One. Then I cut in the vertical position, vertical way, from down to up, like this. Bring it to the neck, vertical cut, up to down, stab. Defense, around the neck, like this, cut to the abdominal. Then we have the defense around the neck, push it into the opponent's body, draw the sword, like this. Then diagonal cut. Now we're going to apply this movement, and then we are going to stab the opponent. So again, I came here, like this front of the face, completely around the neck, stab. And from this stabbing position, again the same, defense, up, like this, cut to the abdominal, like this, around the neck, cut, diagonal, diagonal, and then again, and stab. Like this. Defense, and then again, up, like this, abdominal, around, cut. Diagonal, 1, 2, and then the final is this one, as you know. And you finish it like the first form. Okay, now this was the second form of the bal bali. I hope you enjoyed this form. Please practice and first watch the first 2 episodes on this. And actually I have a question to you guys. This form, actually this part which I added, has to me actually not really a practical martial meaning. It can have some cultural meaning in the sense of I've seen some similar sword wielding with the Arab tribes, but I don't know exactly what you can do with this in the martial arts. So if you are really on the battlefield with the sword and shield, I mean everybody understands a cut, cut, cut. That's easy to understand the working of the sword on the battlefield. But in this way, wielding around the neck, I have no idea what practical martial application this has. Please leave a comment if you know what this means, or if you have any clue or any ideas on this. Please leave a comment, and then I will look at it, and maybe I also can learn something from you guys. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Then I show you the 1, 2, 3, 4th form of the bal bali. See you!